I'm Sabrina with Slice, and we're here at PizzaCon in Philly today. I'm joined in the hot seat by
Sammy from Pizzeria Elements in Jackson Heights, Queens.
Amazing. So happy to have you join us today. How long have you guys been in business, and how did you get started?
Well, we recently opened. We opened about 5 months ago, but I come from a line of bakers. My parents have had a bakery for almost 40 years now in Jackson Heights, so I've always been familiar with working with dough, with flour, and being in that environment.
Now, coming from a family of bakers, you guys must have great dough. What kind of pizza do you make?
So right now we're doing a sourdough pizza, and we're doing Detroit squares. Those are our two main pizzas right now.
And what ingredients do you use, and how do you source them?
So right now we're using King Arthur flour, unbleached, unbromated, and then we're using Stanislaus tomatoes from California and grande cheese.
And how did you choose these different ingredients to source when you were first creating the business and testing out the product?
So going to all these different pizza expos, talking to a lot of different pizzeria owners, and of course trial and error. A lot of trial and error, ordering from different purveyors, tasting, trying, until we figured out what's our best mix.
And now, do you have a stagnant menu, or do you change things up?
So we have pretty much 10 to 12 pies that we keep on the menu at all times, but we always have a weekly special which we're rotating between every week, every 2 weeks, with different ingredients, different techniques, depending on the time of the year. You know, we just recently did a Halloween pie, and right now we're working on a Thanksgiving pie.
What is going to be featured in this Thanksgiving pie?
So definitely something with a turkey component, or we're thinking about doing some type of like a chutney or a cranberry gravy on top. You know, having like a Thanksgiving feast on a pie.
I love that. That's really awesome. And now, what was the hardest part about opening this business? You've been in the food business for a while, the baking business. What's been the hardest part about opening this shop specifically?
Well, bringing people inside the door, you know, giving people the opportunity to come and try us, pretty much give us feedback about how we could be a little bit different than our other competitors, and just standing out, making sure that we're providing a great product that stands out from all the other pizzerias in the neighborhood.
And from a marketing perspective, how do you get people in the door? How do you get people to know you exist?
So social media is a huge advantage. Just posting up reels, pictures, doing the TikTok videos, staying very active on all of our platforms helps us reach out a lot of new customers.
And which platforms specifically help reach your demographic? I know you mentioned TikTok. Anything else that's been successful? Any platforms?
Right now, the biggest one is Instagram, but we just opened up a Facebook page, which we're doing that, and then we're also going to start doing YouTube videos soon, YouTube Shorts.
That's awesome. Now, obviously, as a small business owner in the food industry, what has been your biggest sacrifice in this business to be successful? What has been the biggest struggle, the biggest sacrifice that you've made personally?
Well, apart from time that you have to invest into the actual business, it's making sure that you're consistent. Because if I'm making the pie, if my partner's making the pie, if the morning guy's making the pie, we all have to make sure that it always comes out the way it's supposed to come out. So consistency and time. Those are the two things that we're always trying to balance and make sure that we're getting it right.
And how do you personally find consistency through, different staff that you're training? How do you keep it consistent?
So it's coming up with different standards. It's coming up with procedures, which is something that a lot of our industry friends have been helping me as far as measuring cheese, getting the right type of cutter so that we make sure that our slices are even, finding the right type of equipment so that we know that we can make sure that everything is always coming out the same way, from the size of the bowls that we use, the containers, the pizza boxes, all those things.
Amazing. And if you can give any new shop owner one piece of advice, what would you tell them?
Don't give up. Keep pushing, because it's a long road. We want to see all these advantages. We want to see outcomes happen very quickly, but it takes time. Sometimes I get a little bit impatient because I want to see the results right away. We just have to keep pushing. It'll come.
Samuel, thank you so much for jumping in Shop Talk today here at PizzaCon in Philly. We're so happy to speak with you. 4 months down, 4 years, 4 decades to come. Really excited for all that's to come for you guys.
Thank you very much.